Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for November 3rd, 2020. I hope everybody is doing well. Let's go ahead and jump into this. We're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for November 3rd, 2020. Three of Wands, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Swords, and we get the Empress. Wow. So look, this reading so far is flanked by threes. 33 is the master teacher number. The Three of Wands is clarified by the Ace of Cups. Ooh, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the Sun card in reverse. The Justice card in reverse, clarifying the Nine of Swords. And we get the Page of Swords, clarifying the Empress. Wow, I feel like the Empress is cutting someone off here. Cutting someone out. It doesn't have to necessarily be a person, though. It could also just be like chatter. It could be like lower vibe, lower frequency. Overall energy here, we get the Queen of Wands in reverse. Fire energy, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. The Queen of Wands, when she's in the upright, she's channeling. She's a healer. She's a master manifester. She's very sexual in nature. She's attractive. You know, she's sexy. She's charismatic. Everybody kind of wants a piece of her, but she's strong. So not everybody can even get close to her. Only who she wants. When she's in reverse, she can be somebody who's reacting. She's not really in control, having sort of passionate outbursts, fiery outbursts. She has been gifted. She has been gifted a black cat, and black cats are gifted to people who really enjoy life socially. Underneath her, we do have the Ten of Swords in reverse. So she is releasing something. She's healing from an ending. Sorry, I put these in the upright. It may be an ending that she manifested. It could be with a water sign. It could be that she started something new. Okay, it could be like a new journey. It's something that is affecting her emotionally, something that she manifested, and it's healing and peace. But this manifestation isn't going the way she wanted. Something she's not getting what she wanted, but I feel like she's getting what she needed, and that was the release of that Ten of Swords. Okay, and I kind of get an idea of it being like an ending that's painful, that she was manifesting because it was for her highest good. Take gender out of it, because I'm just, it doesn't, there's no gender here. It's energy. Something she was manifesting that was for her highest good, an ending and a healing. But that process has been difficult, and she's almost rejecting it. She's almost, it's like I rue the day, or I don't want this to happen, even though it is for her highest good. For many of you, this is about love. Some of you guys have been waiting for a new cycle. Some of you might be waiting for somebody who's at a distance. This could be emotional distance. You could be waiting for communication, or it could be somebody that's actually moving towards you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic situation, though. It could be that you're attached to an outcome, that you're waiting for a new beginning. You've been waiting for this cycle to end, but I feel like the ending of the cycle has been a lot more sort of traumatic than you expected. But within that trauma, I'm seeing somebody crying a lot as well. Not only just with that Nine of Swords, but with this Ten of Swords in reverse. Lots of tears have been shed. Many of you might be leaving, one person or a job for another, and you're finding it to be very bittersweet or a lot more difficult than you anticipated. Some of you might be making a move for a career, okay, like having to move, and you didn't realize how difficult it would be to leave behind, the people or the place where you were. So we get the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So again, this is something you've invested a lot of time and energy into. It could be a long-term relationship. It could be a career. It could be that you put a lot of money and resources into something and it's not quite coming to fruition, but you have the Sun card in reverse. The Sun card, even when it's in reverse, is the happiest card in the deck. So there's some sort of ending. There's some sort of risk that you took, something that is some cycle that's coming to an end. Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords in reverse. It is meant to happen. And I think deep down, you know that it's meant to happen. And at one point in time, you were kind of chill about it. And you said, yeah, I know this is going to be tough. I know I've got to do this. But it's like you've already had the conversation. The ball has already started rolling and you can't stop it. And you want to. It's like you want to backtrack because it hurts even more than you thought it would. Okay, but this is actually what's for the best. The Empress knows that. The Empress energy here, she's looking back. She knows that. She knows how tough it is. For some of you, I know this is weird. I'm getting giving birth. And it's like that period, that literal giving birth and being like, why am I doing this? You know, and like, you know, screaming at your partner for me, you know, for doing this, you know, it's like, it's something, but that's the image that they're giving me. Like it's something that you wanted, that you knew you wanted. You knew this was going to be part of the journey, but now that you're in the middle of the journey, you know, or you're in the very painful part, you know, it's that backtracking. It's this, oh my God, I can't deal with this. I can't go on. I can't do this. All right, and we're seeing that. We're seeing you get caught in the mental body, in the darkness with the Nine of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. I'm sorry, I know, because I know that imagery, it's like really raw that they're showing me, but for some of you it's literal and for others of you it's metaphoric. And it just going through this very dark period and second guessing something that you've really been working towards, that you know needed to happen, that you know is for your highest good. Okay, and with the Justice card in reverse, kind of the feeling like, you know, not being able to see your way out of this really intense moment, this intense regret. Why didn't I just decide to keep things the way they were? Why did I decide to leave this relationship? Why did I choose to leave this job? Everything is coming crashing down on me. Some of you guys have insomnia. But what's interesting about this Libra energy, this Justice card, this will be righted. There is karmic justice. It's just that you're in that period where you can't see that, or you're in that moment where you can't see that. Some of you guys may have gone through a breakup, but you intuitively knew it was going to happen, or you knew it was for the best, but you're really getting caught up. You're having abandonment issues. You're really having these old wounds ripped open from previous relationships, and they may even go back to your childhood and saying, why did I even get involved with this person? Why did I have to learn this lesson? I was fine the way I was. I'm hurting. I'm scared. I'm anxious. But Spirit does want you to know that everything will be righted. The Empress, she's looking back at all of this like this. She is the divine feminine, but she's looking back at this whole scenario and saying, you know, she's like, child, you're going to come out of it just fine. She's got her ears closed. She's not listening to the cries. And it's not like, because what's happening here is perceived. A lot of it is coming from a place of distortion. A lot of you guys, I'm getting this like exorcism of your inner demons and your pain. And somebody here is watching over you. It could be a literal maternal figure, whether they're living or they've passed on. Remember, we're at the time of year in the Northern Hemisphere when the veil is the thinnest. But you're being watched over, or it could actually be a feminine figure in your life. That doesn't mean have to be gender. For some of you, it's a midwife, okay, who's watching you and watching you go through the labor and birthing pains. Okay, and that's a metaphor. For some of you, it may actually be true. And she's shutting out the noise because she knows this is necessary. She knows you're not in actual danger. Okay, in this situation, you're not in actual danger. It's perceived. Okay, it's a spiritual anxiety attack, or it's a literal anxiety attack about the change that you brought upon yourself, that you know is for your highest good. She's watching over, she's making sure that you are safe. For some of you, this is watching over your children. You're watching them go through a tough breakup or a very difficult challenge, but you know that they need to go through it. It's just part of one of those challenges that we all have to go through in life. Okay, and she's guiding and she's watching, but she's not interfering because she knows this is something you have to do on your own. You guys, this is intense energy. Some of you feel like you've lost everything. You haven't. Some of you feel like you're stuck. You're not. And you're being guided, you're being watched over, you're being protected, and you might feel like your prayers are going unanswered. Your pleas for help are going unanswered. It's not true. It's a tough lesson you're learning. And I know some of you are like, I'm done learning tough lessons. Guess what? So I thought I was too. I'm not. And if we're this triggered, and if we spin out like this, it's because we haven't quite healed what needs to be healed. And I'm sorry. I think maybe only my Scorpios will understand what I'm saying out there. Because Scorpios are about taking this deep dive and aren't afraid to rip off the bandages. All tied up. Yeah, there's that anxiety, feeling stuck, can't move, catatonic, flipping the F out, some of you. Walking away. Yep. Because you have to walk away from something that's ingrained over the years or maybe even lifetimes. It might even be ancestral wounds that have been passed down to you. These have created neural pathways, and changing those is going to be difficult. It's not easy, but you're doing it, and I promise. After these pains, after this heartbreak, after this anxiety, you're going to come out. You're going to come out the Empress. Strategy. Everything, there's a plan. Spirit has a plan. I know you feel like things are a mess. I know you feel like things might be out of control. Spirit has a plan. It's important to see the big picture. Some of us are getting tunnel vision because it's very painful. Some of us are making a relationship or a person our primary focus, and we're relying on them to make us feel good, and they're not right now, or they're leaving us behind, or vice versa. And Spirit wants you to see the big picture. Don't tie yourself up in knots. This is for the best. Overall energy, Magician, and the Mirror. So these deep wounds being reflected back to you right now. Some of you guys, again, are going through serious sort of healing of abandonment issues that go back to past relationships or even your childhood. For some of you, even past lives. Again, for some of you, it's ancestral wounds that need to be healed. But the Magician is going to manifest. He is going to heal. He is going to achieve balance. The Magician ultimately also has a plan. It's spiritual alchemy. Transmutation of negative energy into positive, and the Empress knows that, and she's watching over. She's making sure you're going to be okay, even though it certainly doesn't feel it. Whoa. Okay, and we get wishes. I'm getting careful what you wish for, but you did wish for this at one point in time. You just maybe underestimated your reaction. And that's okay. That's not meant to hurt you. It's not meant to put you down. This is the true nature of healing. It's not for the faint of heart. And I think some of you are even regretting going through this, asking for this. For many of you, this is the embodiment of your awakening. It's painful. Painful as F. Excuse my language, but this is what's coming out. You will see the big picture. Whoa. And look at that rebirth. Was I not talking about birthing pains? Oh my gosh. Some of you guys feel like you've been chewed up and spit out. And it's hurt, but it is going to bring you wish fulfillment. I promise. It doesn't feel like it. Look at that. We get the Magic card. Double confirmation of the Magician. This is this Mercury retrograde. Some of you guys have been tormented during this Mercury retrograde. Oh, and believe me, I understand. Because it doesn't matter how far along you are in your process of healing. You know, Mercury retrograde in Scorpio comes around. Bang! You thought you were doing great, didn't you? But you are. You absolutely are. And we get Mary Magdalene. For some of you guys, this does have to do with love and relationships. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. Mary Magdalene is very much this Empress energy. She's the midwife watching over you. She is your, for many of you, she may be your spirit guide. She may be your ascended master that's watching over you. Mary Magdalene is also somebody who is, historically, she's misinterpreted, or she was shunned because of something taboo, because of who she was. And many people may not be recognizing your power either, but it's up to you. This is part of this journey for you to step into your power, to understand your magic, to believe in your magic when nobody else does. Look at that, the inner strength card, the angel of strength. You guys are growing stronger because of this experience. The key words associated with Mary Magdalene is don't worry what others think or say. Heal this situation with love. Send love to those who have hurt or misjudged you. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done. Release old unforgiveness towards others to help yourself heal and move on. Yep. And that's what's happening here. Healing these wounds. These readings this week, you guys, yesterday and today have been very intense, but they're summing up the healing process that's going on due to this Mercury in retrograde period. And I know you guys are feeling it. I know you guys are feeling it hard. I know I am picking up on the collective, and I also have my own work to do during this period. But it's for the best. Okay? Unconditional love. Love yourself. Love others. Be thankful for everything you've been through, because it really is. It's part of your journey. It's what you came here to heal and to clear for your ascension and for your well-being, and so that you guys can walk your true path, your unique path. All right? I love you guys. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take care.